remove the 10% interest or how to calculate the 10% interest which is included. If you receive the check, it is bank account. If you receive the cash, it is cash account. So in this amount, the interest is inclusive. We have to make it exclusive. So installment purchaser account data are 2 sales account, 2 interest suspense account. See, we have calculated in descending order, but while showing the interest, we should come in the ascending order. Hello my dear students, I am your AJ sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidyashram, First Grade College, Mysuru, a Temple of Excellence. My dear students, in today's session, I am going to handle the subject Financial Accounting 2 for 2nd Sem BCom. The topic is Accounting for Installment System. Let's go to the first slide. Here, in the previous session, we discussed about the journal entries in the books of installment purchaser and ledger entries in the books of installment purchaser. But in today's current session, we are going to discuss on journal entries in the books of installment seller and also journal entries or ledger entries in the books of installment seller. So let's go to the first slide. This is the format. This is the format of journal entries in the books of installment seller. Now first journal entry is, for example, on 1/1/2008, I am going to sell the article or sell the goods on installment system. I am the installment seller, so we should consider ourselves as a installment seller and we should do the entries. So in accounts, we should consider ourselves as a businessman, then we should give the journal entries. So when I on 1/1/2008, I am going to sell the article. So when I sell the article or when I sell the goods, who is the receiver? Installment purchaser is the receiver. So what real account says? Real account says debit the receiver. So installment seller account data are 2 sales accounts. So why we write sales account here? Here it is, we are having already discussed in case of hire purchaser and hire seller. So it is the ownership of the goods will not transfer. But here the ownership of the goods has been transferred. So it is considered as a sale. That's why we should write 2 sales account. Next one, 2 interest suspense account. So for interest suspense account, we should add all the interest, all 4 years or 3 years interest, add it and show it in the credit side of the journal entry. Next one, on the same day we receive the down payment. On 1/1/2008, we receive the down payment. So we receive the down payment as cash or bank accounts. When you receive the cash or check, so if you receive the check, it is bank account. If you receive the cash, it is cash account. So it is cash or bank account. Cash or bank account. So cash or bank account data are 2 installment purchaser. Who is going to pay the amount to you? The installment purchaser goes to pay the amount to you. Journal entries, bank or cash account data are 2 installment purchaser account, being the down payment received. Next entry at the end of the year. See, the first 2 entry at the beginning of the year, next entries at the end of the year, because we have to calculate the interest or interest receivable at the or after the 12 months. So it is 31/12/2008. So we have to show interest is receivable or interest is due. What is journal entry? Interest suspense account are to interest account. In the books of installment purchaser, that is interest account are to interest suspense account. In the books of installment seller, it is interest suspense account are to interest account. So interest suspense account are to interest account. First year interest we have to show here. Next we have to receive the installment or first installment. What is the journal entry here? So again 31/12/2008, bank account are to installment purchaser account. So bank or cash account data are to installment purchaser account. We are going to receive the amount. So now for next one, on the same day, that means on 31/12/2008, we have to transfer this interest to profit and loss account. See, in the books of installment purchaser, so we will give depreciation entry and we will give later depreciation entry, then we will transfer that amount to profit and loss account. But here the installment seller is not having any asset, he is not the owner of the asset, So no need to calculate the depreciation, and also no need to show the depreciation in the books of installment seller. Directly we can go to the interest transfer to profit and loss account. Here interest is, we are receiving the interest, so here interest is gain or profit for the installment seller. So that's why interest account are to profit and loss account. Why we are writing profit and loss account in credit side? What nominal account says? So debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So here interest is the gain for us, or interest is a profit for us. That's why we are transferring this interest to profit and loss account. So for first year we have to show 5 entry. Again I am repeating, for first year we have to show 5 entry. From next year only 3 entry. What are those? See, first entry is only once we will sell the asset. Again only once we will receive the down payment. From next year no sale entry, no down payment entry. From next year we have to start from interest is receivable, next one installment is received, and later the interest is transferred to profit and loss account. So first year 5 entry. From second year, third year and fourth year it will be only 3 entries. So we have to start from next year, we have to start from interest is receivable, installment received, interest transfer to profit and loss account. I hope you are clear. Now let's go to the next slide. Journal entries in the books of installment seller. So what is the first question? Mr. Shivraj purchased a van under installment system from Hindustan Motor. Here installment seller is the Hindustan Motors. Next one, Shivraj is the installment purchaser, and he has purchased a van, that is an asset is the van. So van is the asset, installment seller is the Hindustan Motors, and the Shivraj is the installment purchaser. Now, next one, the terms of agreement were down payment on taking delivery. So on the day of when he is purchasing, so he has to make the down payment of how much? 73,400 he has to pay as the down payment. So we are receiving down payment of 73,400. Next one, balance payable in 3 annual installments of rupees 79,860 rupees. So he has to pay, or we have to receive every year 79,860 rupees. So whether it is inclusive of interest or exclusive of interest, later we will calculate at the end of 31st December every year. So vendor charged interest at 10% per annum. Ascertain the cash price of the van. He has not given the cash price of the van. So prepare journal entries in the books of vendor. So we have to calculate the cash price of the van. So here what he has given, that is not the cash price. If you add it, it is an inclusive method. So the interest is inclusive in this type of question. So every year we are receiving how much? 79,860. The down payment we have received 73,400. So interest is inclusive. We have to bifurcate the interest, or we have to remove the interest from this amount installment, and we have to calculate the cash price. So if we add all 3 years principal, we will get the cash price. Now let's go to the working note. Now what is the cash price? We don't know the cash price. So all 3 years he has paid how much? 79,860 has paid all 3 years. So let's go to the third. So I'm coming in the descending order. First I will take third year, then I'll come to second year, then I'll come to first year. Later I will add the down payment paid. Third year installment. So let's assume this as a third year installment. So this amount is inclusive of interest. So we have to exclude the interest. So how to exclude the interest? So this amount is inclusive of interest means what? If the 100 rupees is the cost, plus what is the rate of interest? 10% is the rate of interest. 10% is the interest, means it is not 100%. This is 110% is there. So we have to bifurcate 100% separately and 10% separately. So how to calculate this? Let's see. Minus interest interest. So 79,860 into 10 divided by 110. 79,860 into 10 by 110. So we'll get 7,260. So deduct this interest, 79,860. So we'll get 72,600 is the principal for the third year. Again add second year installment. Now what is the second year installment? Every year he has paid every year same installment. So add second year installment 79,860. If we add this, so you'll get 1,52,460 total amount. Again deduct the interest. So how to calculate interest? 1,52,460 into 10 by 110 into 10 divided by 110. So we'll get 13,860. 13,860. So deduct this 13,860 from 1,52,460. So we'll get 1,38,600. This is the principal for the second year. Let's go to the third year. Again add first year installment. So again same installment he has paid every year, 79,860 has paid. So add it 70, it is 2,18,460. This is the principal. So we have to deduct the interest minus first year interest. So what is the interest on so it is 2,18,460 into 10 by 110. So we get 19,860. So deduct this amount from 2,18,460. So we'll get 1,98,600. So now 1,98,600 plus down payment. So what is the down payment he has paid? He has paid the down payment of 73,400. He has paid the down payment of 73,400. Add down payment 73,400. So whatever the amount we get now, that is the cash price. So 1,98,600 plus 73,400. So it is 2,72,000 is the cash price of the asset. This is cash price. Cash price is 2,72,000. Now let's go to the journal entries in the books of installment seller. See, already we have discussed the format. So what is the first year journal entry? See, now we are selling the asset. Who is the purchaser or who is the debit the receiver? Who is the receiver of the asset? Installment purchaser. Who is the installment purchaser? What is the name of installment purchaser? Shivraju is the installment purchaser. We have to write Shivraju's account debtor. Shivraju's account debtor. To sales account, cash price of the asset, to interest suspense account. Add all the 3 years or 4 years interest and show it as a to interest account. So on what date we have sold the asset? On 1/1/2008 we have sold the asset. On 1/1/2010 we have sold the asset. On 1/1 2010 we have sold the asset. Installment purchaser account debtor, what is the cash price of the asset? So we have ascertained the cash price. So let's go to the journal entries in the books of hire seller. Now this is the format of journal entries. We have already discussed the journal entries formats. So let's look at the first entry. What is the first entry? So installment purchaser account debtor, to sales account, to interest suspense account. Here installment, who is the installment purchaser? The Shivraju is the installment purchaser here. And what is the sales amount, or what is the total cash price of the asset? Sales amount is, we have ascertained the cash price here. So our cash price is 2,72,000 is the cash price. And what is the 3 years interest? Add 3 years interest. Let's add here 7,260 plus, this is the first year interest, and second year interest is here 13,860 plus third year interest, this is the third year interest, so it is 19,860. 860 is the third year interest. Add all 3 years interest, 1,260 plus 13,860 plus 19,860. So it is 40,860 is the total interest we have paid. Now the total interest is 40,860. So let's show first on what day we have sold the asset. We have sold the asset on 1/1/2010. So let's write the journal entry on 1/1/2010. We have sold the asset. What is the cash price? The cash price of the asset is, so we know the cash price is 2,72,000. What is the total interest? 40,860 is the total interest. So that should be shown as interest suspense account. To sales account, it is 2,72,000. To interest suspense account, it is 40,860. So 40,860. Add both the amount right in the to installment purchaser account. So 2,72,000 plus 40,860. That is 3,12,860 is the total amount he is going to pay, being the asset sold on installment system. So installment system. Next one, on the same day of sales of asset, we'll receive the down payment on 1/1/2010. We will receive the down payment. So how much down payment he has paid? Let's look at the down payment. He has paid a down payment of 73,400. So the down payment is 73,400. Bank account at our 73,400. To who is the giver here? To installment purchaser, that means Shivraj account. Shivraj account. Here also who is the installment purchaser? Shivraj. Shivraj account. You can write Shivraj account also, you can write installment purchaser account. So next one, 73,400. The next entry is interest suspense account to interest account. So we have to show interest is receivable. So next entry at the end of the year we are going to calculate the interest. So 31st/12/2010 interest suspense account to interest account. What is the first year interest? Look at the first year interest. So the first year interest is, this is the first year interest, this is the second year interest, and this is the third year interest. See, we have calculated in descending order, but while showing the interest, we should come in the ascending order. So this is the first year, 19,860. So the first year interest is 19,860. To interest account 19,860, being the first year interest due. Again we have to receive the first year installment. What is the first year installment? See, he has paid every year, he has paid 79,860 rupees he has paid. So the first year interest on what date? 31st/12/2010 he has received. So we have received how much? 79,860. It is 79,860 to installment purchaser. That means to Shivraju account 79,860. Again, coming to the last entry, we have to transfer this interest to profit and loss account. On what date? That is 31st 12/2010. We have to show interest is transferred to profit and loss account. What is the interest? What is our interest? So 7. What is our interest? 19,860. So it is 19,860. 19,860. So this is the being the interest is transferred to profit and loss account. So this is gain for us. That's why we are transferring to profit and loss account. Let's go to the next entries. Next entries for next year. Again, for first year we have to show 5 entry. From next year we have to show only 3 entry. Only once we will sell the asset, and only once we have to write the sales entry, and only once we will receive the down payment, and for only once we have to write the receiving of down payment entry. But after that, every year we have to show interest is receivable, and also installment is received, and interest transferred to profit and loss account. These 3 entry we have to show for all remaining years. So what is the next year? So at the end of the next 31st 12/2011, that is the end of the next year. So at the end of the second year we have to show interest is due. So what is the second year interest? So what is the second year interest here? 13,860 is the second year interest. So it is 13,860 is the second year interest. Interest suspense account R2, interest account 13,860. Here also 13,860 being the second year interest receivable or due. For next one, on the same day 31st 12/2011, we have to receive the second installment. So every installment he has paid how much? He has paid, for every installment he has received 79,860. So 79,860. 79,860. Bank account at R2. Who is the installment purchaser? Shivraju account. Shivraju account 79,860. 79,860. Next one, interest has to be transferred to profit and loss account. What is the interest? 13,860 is the interest. So on the same day 31st 12/2011, 13,860 interest account at our 13,860 to profit and loss account 13,860. Next, coming to the third year, again third year we should start from interest is receivable, installment received, and last one interest transfer to profit and loss account. So what is the third year? So first year is 2010, 11th is the second year, third year is the 2012, 31st 12/2012. What is the third year interest? Let's look at the third year interest. So it is the third year interest is 7,260. So let's write 7,000 interest suspense account at our 7,260 to interest account 7,260. Next one, bank account are to Shivraju account. So on the 31st 12/2012, bank account at are to Shivraju. Hire purchaser is the Shivraju account. So that is what is the installment? Third year is every year he has paid 79,860. Here also he is paying 79,860 as the third installment, 79,860. Next, last year we have to transfer the interest to profit and loss account. So what is our last year interest? 7,260. So interest, so that is 31st 12/2012, 7,260. Interest account at R to profit and loss account 7,260. So for first year, see, listen here, in this type of problem, they will ask to ascertain the cash price. So we have to come in a descending order, not in ascending order. First we have to take the third year installment, and later we have to deduct the interest. So in this amount, the interest is inclusive. We have to make it exclusive. So how to remove the 10% interest, or how to calculate the 10% interest which is included? 79,860 into 10 by 110, you'll get the 10% of interest out of the total amount. So what is the interest? That is 7,260. That is the first year interest. Deduct this 7,260, you'll get the actual principal amount. So that in 72,600 is the actual principal amount. Next one, coming to the second year, add back the second year installment to the 72,600, you'll get 1,52,460. Again we have to deduct the interest which is inclusive. So how to calculate? 1,52,460 into 10 by 110, you will get the second year interest which was inclusive in that. So deduct this interest, so you will get the principal amount 1,38,600. Again add back the first year installment 79,860. Again you will get the amount out of 2,18,460. Deduct the interest, so you will get 19,860. So 2,18,460 into 10 by 110, so you will get 19,860. So again you will get the actual principal amount of the first year. So for this, add the down payment what we have paid. So it is 73,400. So you'll get, if you add this down payment, you will get the 2,72,000 is the actual cash price of the asset. So now while doing the journal entry, so we have to show first entry for selling the asset, second entry for showing the down payment is received, and third entry for showing the interest is receivable. Next one, fourth entry for receiving the installment, and the fifth entry for transferring the installment to profit and loss account. So while writing here installment purchaser account debtor, total amount is, what is the total amount we have to show? We have to add the interest with the total principal amount we have to show here. So it is 33,12,860 we have paid. So in that, the total cash price is 2,72,000. Total interest is 40,860. That means we have paid him. So now we have received 3,12,860. Next one, we have to receive the installment. So installment is 73,400. 73,400. Journal entry for receiving installment, bank account auto, installment purchaser account. That means Shivraju is the installment purchaser. Next one, interest suspense account auto, interest account, interest is receivable. Next one, installment is received, bank account auto, Shivraju account. Next one, interest account auto, profit and loss account for transferring the interest to profit and loss account. From next year, only 3 entries. So for first year, 5 entry. From every next year, it will be only 3 entries will be there. So it starts from installment or interest receivable, next installment received, and later transfer to profit and loss account. So my dear students, from next session, we are going to start journal entries in the books of installment seller. So ledger entries in the books of installment seller also we can prepare in the next session. Till then, thank you so much.